Does plagiocephaly affect development? Yes.
In this video, we're going to learn about how plagiocephaly affects development in tummy time and rolling over, some causes of plagiocephaly, and a simple at-home exercise that you can do with your baby to help prevent plagiocephaly. Welcome to Movement Lesson. Find our links in the description below.
But if you don't have a good tummy time, you have a much higher risk for the complications of plagiocephaly. But tummy time, you're supposed to get this nice again. They can go to sleep and come up again. We can lift our heads in tummy times. Babies can't. That lift comes from like a turtle. Their pelvis goes down and it rises their heads up. And this is what it should be like, that they can do that. But if their pelvis is up, their head's going down. It shows up immediately in development, right? Is that they're here and the child is now doing these kind of movements. They're trying to lift their head. And you'll see much more of this. You'll see very difficulty in crossing midline because your child is not getting these little dynamics of movement going in and out. The child wants to do more here because of and the head's very heavy, especially if the head gets smushed, right? Plagiocephaly can also give a bit of a top head. So now the head is really heavy to lift up, and you'll see that versus, again, your child doing this in tummy time. Now, when your baby is going into movements, right, what do I always tell you? When a movement is difficult or hurts them, they won't do it. Your baby's lying down too much, your baby's maybe back arching, and they're putting pressure into the head somewhere. You might see on the back of a head like a hair missing, like a wear pattern, right, going on. That's a pre-sign of it. Child goes to roll over, let's say, and they're meant to roll, but because these bones are not attached, the temporal bones, the mastoid, depending on the positioning of the child, the parietal bones, they're there to add to that movement to go in. Now, when a child has a plagiocephaly, depending on where it is, the movement wants to go backwards. It doesn't want to go forward. And so this is where you see a child now going to roll over and then their heads are down like this. And this is where you'll say, oh, my baby can roll to their belly, but they can't roll to their back. Now, I know because they have a flat head. Now, it used to be that plagiocephaly happened, but if a child was stuck in the birth canal, forceps, and so forth. But it still affects development. But honestly, because of containers and this, that, and the other, I'm not saying that's where yours has come from. I haven't seen the videos. But it's now, plagiocephaly used to be only in existence due to birth trauma, and now it's in 65% of all babies.
In order to improve plagiocephaly, we want to ensure tummy time and rolling over milestones are optimal. Here are two examples, one of tummy time and one of rolling over, that you can do with your baby. Support the head in tummy time. Ensuring a midline crossing along the spine, use a gentle touch with rotation. Transfer the weight from head to pelvis and back again. Use that same rotation to transfer the weight from shoulder to shoulder.
Another rolling over exercise that I'm working on with the baby here is synchronizing the chest and the rib cage to the arm. So like if she wanted to go and reach for something, she would see it, the arm would come and reach for it, the chest and pelvis would synchronize, and then she'd be rolling over. So she's looking at it. I'm gonna see if I can get her to go after it. Oh, almost. Not quite in time, but that's kind of what we're looking for when you want rolling over. To have it be successful, it really needs to happen in time, but the goal is that the movements are internal, that we're teaching the baby, and that they can do it on their own. Like, I really wasn't trying to force any movement. So there's just a way to work with rolling over.
Practice this exercise daily until the movement feels easy and fluid.